Tom Tom by Rosemary Sullivan and D. Huxley. Tom Tom by Rosemary Sullivan and D. Huxley. Tom Tom lives at Lemonade Springs. Sometimes his mother calls him Tom, and sometimes she calls him Tommy. But his 2 sisters and 3 brothers call him Tom Tom. His 4 brother cousins and 6 sister cousins, both his grandmothers and grandfathers, his other 2 mothers and his 4 fathers, his 3 aunts and 5 uncles, his 22 cousins and all his other relatives call him Tom Tom too. Every day Tom Tom, his brothers and sisters, his brother cousins and sister cousins and his other cousins swim in the Lemonade Springs. The water in the Lemonade Springs tastes just like water. The children love to swing on an old rope tied to the branch of a paperbark tree. They swing way, way out and fall splash into the cool, clear water of the spring. When he is tired from swimming, Tom Tom walks back up to Granny Ann's house at the bottom camp. Granny Ann's house is made of tin. She cooks him crumb steak and eggs for lunch. At night time, he gets a lift with Uncle Harry up to Granny May's house at the top camp. Granny May's house is made of brick. She cooks him fried damper and makes him a pankin of tea for his supper. Tom Tom sleeps at Granny May's house. He snuggles up with Granny May and Grandfather Joe. They shut the windows to keep the devils out. When he wakes up, Tom Tom gets ready for preschool. He washes in the big laundry tub and runs to get some clean clothes hanging on the fence. His teacher, Miss Jess, drives around in a little white bus. She picks him up at the top camp and drives down to the bottom. At preschool, Tom Tom likes to paint. He paints a picture of the red-tailed black cockatoo. The black cockatoos watch him from high up in the stringbark tree. He plays with dough and makes it into damper, just like Granny May, and pretends to cook it in the frying pan. Tom Tom always plays in the Aboriginal cubby house made out of sticks and paper bark. He makes a pretend fire from wood and orange paper and imagines he is living in the old days. When preschool is finished, Tom Tom asks Miss Jess to drop him at his Granny Ann's camp. Tom Tom loves to visit Granny Ann. He pats her best goanna dog, Vegemite, and feeds him an old pieces of damper. After a while, Tom Tom and all the kids head for the Lemonade Springs. They walk along the wallaby tracks that lead down the riverbank. Through the long grass, over the big rocks, across the gully, down the sandbank and into the water. The day is hot, but the water is cold. Tom Tom dives down deep past the stripies swimming among the pandanus roots, reaching out to where the water bubbles out of the earth. One day, when he's bigger, he will touch the bottom. But now he swims back to the top and splashes in the sunlight with the other kids. And that's the end of the story.